time for shop talk, and yeah, you know the deal. Chillin' with the SmokeFellas, and yeah, we keep it real. Lucky, Lefty, Ben, and KDL. Sit down for lady talk with Smoke and Joe as well. Sit down and watch the shop talk. Sit down and come to shop talk. Go ahead, puff the cigars. If you ain't ready for us, come enjoy the shop talk.
Welcome. Your boys are back. Humidor Sports Podcast by way of SportsZone Chicago, baby. We are back here on this Saturday afternoon to get it in, and give you sports topics and some of this foolery from our panel of guests. I'm your boy, Mr. Smokefella in the house, man, and this week I am smoking on a LFD Lennox. Great smoke. So I'm going to be putting smoke in the air with this baby all show as I drink on my coffee with a little bit of Maker's Mark 46 in it. So I'm gonna bring my panel to the stage, man. Right now we got my man, Mr. 5 o'clock somewhere. The man with the left hand, Lucky Lefty. What's up?
Welcome. What's happening, my people? Back again. Thanks for joining us for the ride. All my left-handed cousins, you know, let's keep it on the left. Hey, I'm smoking this La Gloria Serie R Esteli. That's what I'm smoking on today, and ain't none of your business what's in my glass. But it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It ain't none of your business. Mind your business.
Hey, we also got Harvey's finest by way of the back streets of Harvey, my man, KDL 33. Say what's up, my man.
What's happening, people? What's happening? How y'all doing? On this lovely Saturday afternoon? Hey, look here, man. In honor of the Los Angeles Lakers winning the championship, this is for my man Kobe Bean today. Hope y'all can see it. Kobe Bean, baby. Los Angeles Lakers, world champs. Later on today, La Flor Dominicana, baby, the big boy. Yes, sir. Straight out of Jack Swartz. Later on today. Let's get it.
We're going to let you have your little Lakers glory right now. You can have it. It's cool. But we will get in. We're going to go in.
Champs, baby.
And one of our resident guest panelists, not playoff P, but PG 69. What's up?
What's up, fellas? Lucky Lefty, my man, and KDL 33. I'm gonna start it off with smoking this Para Esteli. This is by Drew Estate. And Damani, you know what these cups mean, right?
All day, every day.
I got my coffee with some adult ingredients in there. I'm not gonna tell you what though. Just know that it's 5 o'clock somewhere, as my boy Lucky Lefty say. Let's go.
Well, it's probably Jameson.
Never that.
Probably Blackberry.
It's not, brother. It's Glenn Levitt, since you want to be so nosy. There you go.
We had a last-minute edition. We did not think that he would be available for the show, so I'm sure he has popped in for just a short minute. It's our resident train conductor.
Damn.
Sly Dog. What's up, man?
Hey man, first of all, watch your mouth.
Oh man, yeah, he at work, man.
Second of all, you know what? While I'm taking a break, man, from doing my daily duties, I decided to pop on the show and say this. Lucky Lefty, that hat is terrible. It just something I had to get on the show and say.
You don't say good morning.
No.
You just come in talking about people.
Right, including you. Every Saturday morning.
Terrible. Just rude.
Kevin. Okay, I got to go now. Hey, Kevin. I know you're gonna go through this long soliloquy about how the Lakers is more important than LeBron James. And
You already
need to
know it.
stop.
You already know it.
So I'm gonna listen in from this point on. But
Well, you
if
should.
I have to, I'll be back.
This is when his phone service is at his best, when he's at work. You ain't gotta worry about all that static and popping in and out.
All right. Well, y'all have a good show.
All
And
he
if I
doing
gotta
is sitting
pop
on the
back
track.
in, I will.
All right, dog. All right, man. We do got a special guest. He was with us before. Unfortunately, he is a Cowboy fan. We won't hold that against you that much, but we will go in. So as you come on to the show, man, protect yourself at all times. Mr. L Boogie, 574. Let's go.
Yo, what's going on, good people? As you can see, I got on all black for my boy Dak, man.
I know you do. I know you do, boy.
For my guy, man. We in mourning over here,
That's
man.
terrible, man.
I'm smoking on a leaf, so that's what I'm putting smoke up to. And I got water for now, but I can't say it's gonna be the same by the end of the show.
I'm pretty sure it won't.
Hey, as a Giants fan, my condolences to Dak. I never want to see anybody get hurt.
At all. I think
that we never wanted to do that, man.
I think this hurt everybody as an athlete, a man, all of the above. Like it was a tough one. Like that injury for Dak and him not getting paid. I think everybody felt that one.
Yeah.
The organization won on that, bro.
Definitely. They definitely won on that. I hate that.
Well, we're going to turn it over to my man, PG69, to put some smoke in the air this week.
Man, it's going to be a real quick one, man. First, I'm going to flip the script. I'm going to do a smoke in the air a different way. I'm going to put some smoke in the air for the Falcons, man. They've been highly underachieving this year, and they were looking to be one of the best teams in their division. But, Mr. Dan Quinn and the GM were terminated, which is rightfully so. And T.I. is even calling for Matt Ryan to take a one-way ticket out of Atlanta. Got to put some smoke in the air for my man, as you said, Dak Prescott, man. That was a terrible injury, man. It reminded me of wasn't Alex Smith and Joe Theismann. I didn't want to keep seeing it, and they just kept replaying it, and I felt real bad for the brother. And last but not least, I'm going to put some smoke in the air for the Los Angeles Lakers winning the championship. Great job, fellas. Let's get it going, fellas. Let's go.
Great job, LeBron.
Great job, Los Angeles Lakers. You are back.
I just want to piss Kev off.
Don't worry about the money. We got a long. Hey, look, we got a long show, baby. Don't worry about it. Hang in there.
Congrats, LeBron.
You and Sly gonna win.
Hey. You did not see me clap a hand or say congratulations. Man, GFY to the Lakers. How about
Give
that?
it up, man. Give it up, man. It is what it is. Some of us, y'all can check the tape. Some of us, when we first did basketball, predicted the Lakers to win.
No one cares.
Check the tape, baby. Check the tape.
No one cares. That's neither here nor there. We don't care.
Oh, you care.
I'm just being a great sports person by saying congratulations. But deep down, I'm worried about what my dog is doing right now in the Los Angeles Lakers.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Wow. But you watch. Right. You watch though.
But you watching. Right. That's it. That's all that matters.
Let's get into the sport news, man, and let's get this train going. What's up, Nicole Heyman? As you tuned in, my man Jerome Getty Gandy, aka DJ Muggsy Bogus. Let's go.
DJ Spaghetti. Wow. Let me get my props ready for him.
He ain't even here, man.
Right, you watch your mouth, man. That's my TTHS brother, man. You watch your mouth.
Hey, man, he's here with us.
Nicole Heyman, what up?
As you say, even they got to protect themselves.
All
right, man. So, in sport news, man, I know you've seen where the White Sox got permission to talk to Tony La Russa. Let's see, last time he won anything was back in 2011 with the Cardinals. So, how do you feel about this, man? Is this a Reinsdorf move or is this a Kenny move? I'll come to you first, Lefty.
Oh, man, it's the GM, man. I think dude got total control. What's his name? Rick Hahn. It's Rick Hahn move. You know what, man? When I first heard the report, I was like, why are we going to get this old relic out of retirement because dude is like 77 years old. But after doing, listening to a few other shows and doing a little research, he's still been around the game. He's been around the game. Like he hasn't been on as a manager, but he's been around the game either as a consultant or, so he still know the game. He's always been a hell of a manager, and to me it just shows the White Sox they looking to get it done next year. Like they ain't messing around. They trying to put another banner up ASAP. That's what the move shows me. But like I said, the more research I did, I'm a little more on board with it. I'm good with it. I was kind of I was looking at one of those Astros managers who got they not banned anymore, nothing like that. Alice Core, another cat, I forgot his name. But La Russa, I'll take it as a Sox fan. I'll take it.
Okay, so since we talking baseball, we got the race for the World Series. You got Houston versus the Rays. You got the Braves versus the Dodgers. I will say, I'm very surprised at the Dodgers. They came in as the hot ticket and the hopeful to win it all.
Atlanta balling though right now.
They balling.
Atlanta's balling.
PG, what's your thoughts on the series right now? And speak on the Houston Astros because remember they were the most hated team coming into this season. And did you see that the fan outside the stadium had the bullhorn going in on them?
Yeah, he was trying to distract them, but the Astros ain't having it, man. Did you see the Astros second baseman grab the pitcher and whisper to him, dude, you ain't here to win it all. You're here to do a job to help us win it. Go do your job. And then the next thing you know, ground ball, double play, they out of here. They force a game 7. What more can you look for? What more can you look for in the world in the championship leading up to the World Series? Game 7. This is what baseball is all about. And then the Braves. I'm happy to see the Braves back there. The Braves man. The Braves are hidden. We didn't see none of the Dodgers being like this though. So it is what it is, man. It's baseball.
Well, as you see, Damani, Mr. Joyce does not agree with your opinion regarding the White Sox.
I could have swore he's supposed to be working. Well, call his manager. He's supposed to be working. I mean,
he's sitting on the car.
Hey, Slide, become a test and lay in front of the train right before it pull off.
Dang, that's still my boy, man.
Wow,
that's still my boy.
Find the third rail and sit on it.
Damani, they don't even use third rails on the trains he driving.
Find one.
L Boogie. So, number 3 Georgia versus what is Alabama? Number 2.
Yeah, number 2.
Yeah, big game today.
It's tonight, 7 o'clock.
Right.
Your man has been cleared to play. I mean, Coach Saban has been cleared to coach. What's your thoughts on this game and this matchup? Who you got?
Surprisingly, I'm gonna go with Georgia, and the only reason why I say that is because of Alabama's defense. I mean, they gave up 40-some points last week, and they just don't look as intimidating. I don't know if it's the COVID or they just don't have that Alabama essence on this season. Like they just don't have that bravado. So I'm gonna go with Georgia.
They ain't got that roll tide.
They ain't rolling yet. The tide ain't rolling yet. It's starting up. So I think because it's an early matchup, Georgia will win this one. But if they meet in the SEC championship, I think Alabama will take it there.
Well, you got to look. Eventually, it's going to catch up to you when you send 10 defensive players to the pros every year. At some point, it's going to catch up to you.
You got to start over.
Caught up to them. Yeah, it caught up to them.
Listen, the NFL pulls a bus up to Bama and just say, "Okay, come on, get on." And they just take them and drop them off at various teams, man. That's just real, and that's just ridiculous, man.
Yeah, and if you look at that Bama defense, man, I seen some plays where these dudes seem like they were just taking off. You got a guy, you got a running back, he going down the sidelines full speed, and you got one guy that just he's jogging to him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even trying to get him out of bounds. So then the safety went to tackle, and he missed the tackle. What happened in? To the house. It's like they ain't playing with no intensity, man. They're not playing. They're not picking at angles to make great tackles or none of that. They're just not playing defense.
And that's pretty strange for a Saban's team too.
Yeah.
Look, that's Xavier Woods' defense saying, we don't got to play all the plays hard.
Right.
We ain't got to do it all the time. Just when we can, I guess.
I guess they think points
I'll
just gonna do it for them.
I'll give you an update right now. Clemson is beating the brakes off Georgia Tech 31-7 in the second quarter.
And in other news, water's wet.
Hopefully you took the over.
Hey, Georgia Tech made the mistake and came out and scored the first 7 and was cheering.
And Clemson just ran off on
it was over with.
They gave him a head start.
Man.
Well, hopefully you took the over.
Right.
Hey, Damani, what they do? We're gonna spot y'all 7.
Right, we'll spot y'all 7.
Yeah, y'all go ahead. We'll come out the tunnel in a minute.
Hey, check this out though. Back to the Tony La Russa thing. He's not an analytic dude, man. I don't know how that's gonna work exactly. I know he's been around the game. I get that, but I don't see how today's baseball he would fit in. I think the Sox are being loyal to him. I get it, but I don't see how he would fit in today's baseball. If George Core is free of that Boston stuff, and he's not still banned or whatever, I think the Sox. Alex Core. I'm sorry. I think the Sox should go after him. He'll be around longer than Tony La Russa will. Tony La Russa got 1-2 years of managing on a season left, if that. Cora will be around longer. I think they should go after the young guy because you got a young team and you can grow with this team. Just my opinion. As far as the Houston Astros, I really don't want to see the cheaters get back to the World Series, but it looks like it's inevitable. They're going to get there. They done won 3 in a row, man. Ain't no way Tampa Bay won a Game 7. That's a wrap.
They was down 0-3.
Yeah.
Yo, they there. They back. Dude, no way they finna lose Game 7.
Let's go back to the Sox for a minute. You say you want a young coach to, talk with, get with the young players. Yeah. Sometimes you got to have an older coach to provide those young players structure so they become those wily veterans in the next couple of years and those seasoned players. Sometimes you got to go for an older coach to get them some structure because they all over the place. They got the young talent, but sometimes you need that structure to get them over the top. We saw that this year.
But he's not into. I know he's around the game, like Lucky say, but he's not managing the game right now, right? That's just like the New Orleans Pelicans trying to bring in Jeff Van Gundy. Jeff Van Gundy is not in today's NBA. That was yesterday's NBA. There's a different game now, and I know he's been announcing, but you bringing an old head back into today's game, to me, it just simply wouldn't work. But that's just me. That's just
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to say Jeff has been coaching a little bit with USA Basketball. I think he's been doing the
summer stuff.
Yeah. So I guess they want to bring him in potentially to develop and kind of continue what he was doing with USA Basketball, working with the top young guys, and they are a very young team. So I kind of see where they're going with that, but I see what you're saying.
And as far as the La Russa, baseball, you really don't have a window to win 3-4 World Series in a row. The Sox trying to get it done. They want it. This looks like they're going with somebody that's proven. They don't want no tester, you know what I mean, or to see if they gonna fit. They know La Russa, players love playing for him, man. And he'll get these young boys right. He only got about 1 or 2 years, but I think the Sox trying to win that title though. Sox trying to put that banner up.
Man, when it comes to coaches and the management, experience is experience. It don't matter how long you've been around the game or been out the game. Yeah, Jeff been out the game for a little while, but when you think about it, Jeff is still a good coach. He understands players. He understands what it takes to get to the next level. Even though he never was able to get to that next level, he still know what it takes, man. And I think, like you said, players respect him, man. A lot of young players respect him, just like La Russa. When they look at this man, as a Hall of Fame coach, a Hall of Fame manager. Mm-hmm. He'll get them to buy in and do what they need to do to get to that next level, man, and help them develop. That's what I believe, bro. Experience counts.
Hey, Kev, it's like you ain't shot a jump shot in 5 years, but if you go on the court, you can still shoot one a day, right? Allegedly.
Or you can teach somebody how to shoot.
Or you can teach one of them young kids how to play the big man down low.
That's
right.
Exactly.
Hey, Damani, allegedly he can still shoot a jump shot.
Well, hey, Ben, you will never know it because you never showed up at the crib for 3 years in a row.
And that's true.
No,
that's facts. That's facts.
Damn.
Hey, my mama told me if you play with friends, you'll lose them sometimes because you'll kill them.
Stop lying.
She
Stop lying
told,
on your mama.
your mama told you.
Stop lying on your mama.
She told you can't play with friends no more because you always taking your ball.
Right.
Stop lying on your mama.
All right, man. We about to get into smoking ash. So I'm first smoking ash, man. L Boogie, this one's for you, man. It's an enemy at the gates right now. And when I say enemy at the gates, Dak is out for the season, and the enemy to his contract is Big Red Andy Dalton. Possibly can take the Cowboys to the playoffs. Will this cause Dak to lose leverage in his contract talks? You smoking to it or you adding it to it? I'm gonna let you go ahead, L Boogie, on this one, since I don't want you to break out into no tears or nothing right now.
Good.
You know, but
I was playing Boys to Men End of the Road like 3-4 times after that happened. So I gathered myself. I'm back, but I'm gonna smoke to it. Dak definitely loses some leverage with this contract. They wouldn't give him a contract when he was fully healthy, playing every game, starting every game, and it was still an issue. So for his ankle to go completely sideways, he's definitely going to lose leverage, especially if they do produce. As great as Dak has been, let's be real, it hasn't translated into any team success at all. 8-8 records, not winning division, not making the playoffs. So because the division is so weak, they do have a great chance of still making the playoffs. And Jerry is so blindsided by instant success. He's going to think, well, if we could do this with Andy, why do I need to pay Dak? We could pay him a discounted rate. We can go ahead and retool the defense and maybe really make a run for next season at the Super Bowl. So I could see that definitely messing up Dak's leverage.
KDL, 33, what's up?
Unfortunately, I'm going to smoke to it. This is what happens when you play on the franchise tag. I think Dak had enough leverage. He possibly, L Boogie, could have held out. Could have went that route. Dak is a stand-up guy. He's always been the organization first, team first. So he signed the tender. But this is what happens. And I think when he was crying on that and being wheeled off the court or off the field, in his mind, the organization just beat him. In other words, the organization won. I gambled on myself. I got 30 million. I signed this tender, the tag, but they got me. They got me where they want me because I got hurt. Now they don't have to pay me. And now that's just down the drain. Jerry can play either hardball, take what I give you, or whatever. It's messed up for that man. And where I was at, everybody felt that. That's the first thing everybody said. The organization won because he got hurt. Now they can play him however they want to play him. That's messed up, man. Unfortunately, I'm going to smoke to it. But that's messed up, man. It's messed up.
PG.
Man, I want to echo everything Cass said. It's totally terrible, man, that he had to sign that contract. I'd have loved to see him get paid, but now that he's hurt, man, I don't know, man. It's terrible. Every time I think about it, it's just a terrible situation for Dak all around, man. He's a great guy outside of the locker room. Everybody love him in the locker room. He's a great player. But that injury, man, I just feel sorry for that dude, man, for real. That's one reason why I hate that little what you call it, Kev?
Franchise tag.
I hate that franchise tag, man. That franchise tag is terrible, man. It really is. They need to do something about that. That's terrible, bro. So
Lefty, do you have a different opinion or a different way of looking at this, or you riding with the panel?
Definitely, I have a different way of looking at it. Let's look at right in the division, the Eagles. Look at Philadelphia. You know, you had Nick Foles who stepped in for Carson Wentz, and what happened? Foles gets to the Super Bowl, wins. He's Super Bowl MVP, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And then when Wentz, as soon as he came back, you automatically inserted him into the lineup. You ain't won nothing since, and you paid him bread. So I mean, you gotta. So if I'm the Cowboys, I'm looking at all that. You just got to wait and play it out. And now, you know, we kind of laughed at the whole Andy Dalton signing at first because they paid him like $9 million. But I mean, it looks like a genius signing because that's not a bad backup, especially in this situation where the man is out for the year. So Andy Dalton is I mean, I'm not gonna call him a winner, but he has been a starting quarterback in the league. So if he can manage the game, unfortunately, Dallas defense sucks, so I don't see them going nowhere. No disrespect, L Boogie. I know that's your squad.
I know
no disrespect. But that defense sucks. But Andy Dalton can manage a game. But I mean, you have to look at it. If you winning, I mean, what if you get to the divisional round, or even the NFC Championship game? Just somehow you get on the road. Do you remove Dalton and come in and give Dak that 30-40 million, not knowing what's going to happen? So unfortunately, it's a bad situation. I agree with everybody on that. But
first of all,
look right within your division in Philadelphia. What's going on right now?
Here's the difference. When Wentz got hurt, Foles took him to the Super Bowl. Wentz got back in the lineup. The difference is Wentz had a contract. Dak does not have a contract.
No, Wentz was on his rookie deal then. Wentz was still on his rookie deal.
Oh, I thought he
was on his rookie deal. He was on his rookie deal, but like him and Jared Goff were first top draft picks, lottery picks.
Yeah, they wanted to.
Right? They already had a contract.
Right, they were making money.
Whereas Dak was a fourth rounder, and he didn't have that fifth year option, so he didn't get paid nearly as much as they did. So that's why it's even worse that he didn't get that contract. Going back to the playoff thing, I don't think Dak losing his spot if they just go to the playoffs just because of the division. It's terrible. Might be arguably the worst division ever in NFL history. So them making the playoffs might not mess Dak up. But if they do make a run, if they win a couple games, they get to the NFC Championship.
That's what I was saying, right? Yeah.
And it could be a problem.
It's definitely a conversation. You got to have that conversation.
They're going to rely a lot on Zeke right now.
For sure. Yes.
Well, if we get right now, the defense might not make it that way, because if the Giants can score 34 on you, then your defense is terrible.
But if we running the ball and that's our primary attack is Zeke and not Dak, we're gonna run the ball. We keep the defenses on the field less. Hopefully,
it's time for Zeke to earn that contract.
Excuse me, I'm gonna ask that we not have any more Giant references on the show today, because we all know the reason. So let's not bring up the Giants anymore, okay?
No, we're gonna bring up the Giants so you can get over it.
They play in the league, though. They play in the league, though.
Right, and they play in the same division. Get over it.
Public school league.
What are they in the public? White North.
Hey, look. All it takes is somebody get hot at the right time.
Should have beat the Bears while you chucking.
Stop it.
Coulda, woulda.
That's no here nor there, like you say.
As you say.
So, Beauty and the Beast. Running back Derrick Henry runs over quarterback Josh Norman. Puts his feet in the air. I mean, it was a stiff arm for hell. Smoker ass, is Derrick Henry the new beast mode? PG.
Hey, I'm a smoke to it. I'm a smoke to it. If you look at the replays weekly, bi-weekly, Derrick Henry always muffing somebody. All the way back to college, he was muffing somebody. And the way he grabbed Josh Norman, I'm gonna reference this to L Boogie. When I seen his son coming there, it was like L Boogie playing with his son, saying, "Son, get out the way." Ooh. It was like, man, get out of my way, little kid.
Right now.
It was ridiculous, man. I felt bad for him. I felt like calling all the SmokeFellas, like, man, let's go down and help Josh Norman now. He needs somebody to help him fight Derrick Henry.
No, he's straight. He wasn't getting no help.
That was terrible, man. That was terrible.
Lefty, speak on it, man. What was your thoughts on that, man?
What do we always say on this show? Protect yourself at all times. Yeah. And I mean, what was Josh Norman thinking? You coming in high on Derrick Henry? You coming in high, trying to strip the ball on Derrick Henry.
Right.
So that was, to me, he got what he deserved. I mean, he got exactly what he deserved. That's damn near like running up on Mike Tyson with your guards down talking crazy. You asking to get knocked out. You come in high trying to strip the ball from Derrick Henry. Do you watch tape? Do you watch ESPN? This dude will drag you. Like you never come in that high. So he got what he deserved. Protect yourself at all times.
Hey, listen, the only thing that was missing was Mark Jackson. Mama.
Classic.
Hey, I bet Derrick Henry was like, "Is this dude for real? He really gonna run up on me to high?" He just came in high.
Hey, Damani, he was licking his chops like, okay, I got me one.
Like he ain't gonna go low. He really gonna stay high. Okay.
Right. L Boogie, man.
Well, after reenacting a Debo scene off of Friday and asking if that was his bike or not, yeah, Josh Norman needs to sit down. Like, Derrick Henry is what, like 6'4", 240, something like that,
and strong as
like,
an ox.
no disrespect to Marshawn Lynch at all, but this is beast mode 3.0, because Derrick Henry is a whole nother animal like that. That 99-yard run he had a couple years ago, and he stiff armed like 3 people on the way to the end zone.
Yeah. Right.
I wonder what Josh Norman was thinking while he was in the air. Like, this is some bullshit. I shouldn't have did this. I wonder if my girl is watching this right now. I bet my boys is clowning me right now. Like, he has so much time in the air.
He was like,
so much time in the air.
Hell, Boogie, he should have got up and ran off the court like old boy from Friday too.
Come on, man.
He should have faked the injury.
Derrick Henry stiff armed him so hard he gave him COVID.
Can't say he should have faked the injury.
He needs to stay down for 2 weeks.
Stay down.
Listen, you do understand when you experience something like that, your whole mind goes into slow motion. So 1,000 things run through your mind while it's all happening, but it's just like this. Like you said, Elwood, is my girl watching? Damn, my kids seeing this.
Hey, look, hey, that looked like the start of a BET movie. Like, I bet y'all wondering how I got here. Well, it wasn't always like this. Man, it was bad.
And what kind of shit would be like? And at this moment, he realized he effed up.
Look, keeping it real goes wrong.
What are you doing?
That was right there.
I'm not gonna call him the new beast mode, but Josh Gordon thinks so. That's for sure. But I ain't gonna call him the new beast mode. But can you imagine the film session?
Oh yeah.
You gotta watch the film. You watch. So this is your kids and your family, your boys at home, barbershops. That's gonna come later on in the season. But your teammates come now. Right. So when you watch the tape with your teammates, that's the humiliation that comes in. Because now you in there watching the tape, and they're like, oh,
they definitely clown them.
Oh, they clown them.
No. Just imagine.
Did that hurt, man? Did that hurt?
Just imagine him walking into the barbershop. He went to the barbershop and he think he got necks in the chair. Some little kid come and be like, no.
From the football side though, like that's a DB's worst nightmare, right? Somebody as big as Derrick Henry. That's why you cussing out your D linemen and your linebackers. Y'all supposed to stop him from getting to this level. I don't want to have to tackle this big monster. But but when he do come back there, you better go for the knees.
Right.
You better go for the knees.
Play it off and go for his legs, man. Even if you miss the tackle, you can't go high.
You can never go high.
It's a lot better than missing a tackle than getting beat like that in national TV.
Yeah, man.
Wait, and he rolled over like 2 or 3 times. That's really made it
flip, bro. He did a flip.
Like, come on.
I just would have just kept rolling. I just kept rolling on the sideline. Like, man, just sub me out. I think
all the way to the locker room.
Just kept rolling, right?
Hey, I'm with Kev. I'm with Kev to grab my hamstring or something. Like, I tweak something.
You gotta play it off.
No, dude was supposed to act like he tripped.
He's
supposed to take a trip and go down like, and then just throw his arm up and just fake it off, man.
Fake the concussion.
That's a grown man. Dog, he threw that grown man. And we thought Khalil Mack tossing that 320-pound lineman was bad, and that was pretty bad too. But
that was
five.
after the sack though. That was crazy.
After the sack. Hey, did you see how fast the lineman walked back to the huddle? He didn't even look back at Mack. He just got up and played it off like, I hope the cameras didn't catch that. Try to walk back real fast.
We got it.
You done got WWE right on national TV on a Thursday night.
Listen, I know that lineman's mama was at home like, get off my son.
Hey, look,
Flag,
you
bro.
can't even have an argument with your girl anymore after that, because that's all she's gonna bring up. Oh, you gonna talk to me? You ain't do that on the field the other day when he threw you like a little boy. Don't talk to me like that. Like you can't even go home with that.
Hey, let me DM Khalil. You talk crazy. Let me DM Khalil.
If that lineman mama was saying, get off my son, Josh Norman mom was like, no, you didn't. Take their earrings out. Coming out the stand like, no, you didn't push my baby like that.
Man. But hey, like you said, my man says, nah, that's on the DB. When he on the edge, that's your job to tackle him. But as we said, he messed up because he should have went low and not
he was going to strip or something. You're not stripping that big.
You're not stripping that, man.
Like he wasn't thinking at all.
Hey, he hit him all up right here.
You gotta make a business decision. What Craig Daddy say? You live.
Right, you live.
Hey, bro, I was just gonna say that. Just like in the NBA, when you decide not to take a charge on LeBron James, you gotta say you can. It's a business decision, man. It's a business decision.
Or when you know you're getting ready to get posterized, you just move out the way. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna get in your poster. Go ahead.
You got it.
So
you dive out of bounds, you dive for his legs, miss on purpose. Business decision.
I got a question for you in Smoking Ash, man. You got Miles versus the Steelers. Last time they played, you had the big brawl, and then you got the helmet to the head on Mason Rudolph. Now, Mason Rudolph is not playing. He's deep on the bench, right? However, the Browns are saying, no, we remember what happened. We coming into Pittsburgh to beat your ass. Even Kareem Hunt and add a fuel to the fire, man, making comments and all of that. Now, is this the media hyping up things, man? Or is this now a true full-fledged rivalry because of what happened? KDL, smoke an ash to it, man.
I'm gonna ash to it. This is not a rivalry because only one team always wins. When you have a rivalry, both teams have to beat each other. Like Baltimore and Pittsburgh is a rivalry. Each year, one of them won, one of the other won. Cleveland has lost 16 straight games at Pittsburgh. This is not a rivalry. But I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen though. The refs gonna call everything. They're gonna call holding. They're gonna call what they think is pass interference. They're gonna call the refs gonna clean it up. The refs ain't gonna let it get out of hand. So the players might be hyping it up, but the refs ain't gonna let it get out of hand, man. And this is not a rivalry because Baker Mayfield can't beat Ben Roethlisberger. So this is nowhere near a rivalry. We can stop that right now. But the refs gonna clean it up. They're not gonna let it get out of hand. Trust.
Lefty.
I'm gonna add to it. I'm with Kev. It's definitely not a rivalry. Even though Cleveland, they 4-1 right now. Even though Cleveland, they have a winning record. They haven't been playing like lights out. But at 4-1, it's going to be a great game. I wouldn't go that far because that was more personal. What happened between Myles Garrett and I can't remember the dude's name. Mason Rudolph.
My bad.
Right, the red-nosed reindeer.
Yeah, I mean, he's not in there. I mean, what is Myles Garrett going to do? Take a cheap shot on Ben Roethlisberger? Like,
right.
So and the way they protect him, Ben is one of the stars in the league. So they not like I'm with Kev. They're not gonna let it get out of hand. I'm gonna ash to it.
PG.
I'm ashing to it too, man. I'm looking forward to be a good game because they coming in there, like you said, 4-1. They on a little streak, you know what I'm saying? They feeling good about themselves. So I'm looking forward to possibly be a good game, but we already know who's gonna win in the end. And like Kev say, man, the refs gonna be looking for this. They're gonna be calling everything real like an NBA game tight. Every time it look like somebody holding, they gonna call it. So now Mike Tomlinson ain't gonna let them go get into no stupid stuff like that no more anyway.
Hey man, why Gandy keep coming from you, man?
Gandy versus Gould, the rivalry continues.
You know what, man? It's like it's just like Kev say. This isn't a rivalry. You know what I'm saying? It's the Gould gang, and he's trying to find his way into the Gould gang, which will never happen. So it's not a rivalry. It's just somebody trying to make a name for himself right now.
He 0-16 against you, huh?
Yeah, he 0-16. DJ Spaghetti better leave me alone today.
L Boogie, man, what's up?
I'm gonna agree with the fellas. I'm gonna add to it. I think it is the media hyping it up, but I'm not gonna take any smoke away from the game. You got Pittsburgh, I believe, is undefeated. Cleveland is 4-1, and if you just take away the Cleveland Browns name, they have a good team. They got a great offensive scheme of running the ball. Defense is playing solid. Myles Garrett is actually making the case for Defensive Player of the Year, low key. So I think it's going to be a good game, but not because of the history. True enough, Cleveland has lost 16 straight, but they got a solid team. And if you literally just take Cleveland Browns off of their name, they got a shot. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people give them credit for. But yeah, I do still think Pittsburgh is going to win.
I don't trust Baker. I just don't trust Baker.
I don't either.
I don't trust Baker Mayfield.
You should.
They've been taking it out of his hands and giving him one read, play action, go here, play action, go there, run the ball. So
what they need to do is stop him from doing them commercials. If he stopped doing commercials, he might be a little bit better.
Hey, them commercials are hilarious though.
They funny though. Yeah, they hilarious.
Yeah, they are hilarious.
This is Pittsburgh's defense though. So this ain't Dallas defense. This is Pittsburgh's defense.
It's steel curtain, baby.
Let's see how this goes. You can't run against Pittsburgh.
No, this ain't the steel curtain, bro. They ain't that. They all right.
That's a terrible time.
Right. And they without Chubb. So I mean, we'll see what happened. I took Pittsburgh to win the game, but I think it's still gonna be a good game, though. I can see it being
gonna be a good game.
I see it being a good game.
Definitely.
So we got about 3 minutes before we go to commercial to pay these bills. So are these teams pulling for the lottery, man? The Falcons, Jets, Giants, Jaguars, so they can get a shot at getting Trevor Lawrence, man. Are they tanking? Are they full-blown tanking right now? The Falcons, the Jets, the Giants, and the Jaguars. L Boogie.
Hey, if I'm Atlanta, I'm definitely tanking for Trevor. Right now, I'm putting Julio, Calvin, and Gurley on IR for the rest of the year. I'm gonna go ahead and pay out y'all bonuses. Y'all good. Y'all services are no longer needed for this year. What are they doing? They're not doing anything else. They're not gonna win the division. They're not gonna catch Tampa. They're not gonna catch New Orleans. That would be their best bet to tank for Trevor. He's been ripping it up down there. He's used to playing in their stadium. That would be an amazing pickup for them if they could do that. If I'm Atlanta, I'm tanking. Any of those other teams as well, but mostly for the Falcons, because I honestly feel like a couple pieces on defense and a quarterback, and they're right in playoff contention, potentially Super Bowl contention. And I think Trevor Lawrence can bring them there.
That's strong. I'm not gonna go that far. Atlanta need a whole lot more than that. Preferably a new home, new uniforms. They just horrible.
You don't like the Google jerseys?
I mean, they look cool, but they ain't no luck, no joints. They struggling right now. But you know what? At this point, it kind of makes sense to tank, even though, and not necessarily just to get Lawrence, but just to grab that number one pick, and you can trade that, man. You can get a house. If you trade that pick. So even like say if the Jets really are they still feel good about Darnold once they get rid of Gase. Man, they saying you could probably get 3 number ones, a couple of 2s. So just to have that number one pick, Trevor Lawrence, the most hyped quarterback since Andrew Luck coming out. So I mean, at this point, yeah, you probably are tanking it. I mean, I don't know if like necessarily as football players you want to play 11 more weeks of just tanking because you may get hurt, but man, if somebody in that organization got their fingers crossed, like let me get this number one pick, even if it's not just for Lawrence, but that'll give you a chance to rebuild your whole squad.
PG.
No, I'm gonna ask that too, man. They not tanking, man. The Falcons just been playing a lot of dumb ball this year. First they start off like you thought they were really gonna be something, and then they just made a lot of dumb mistakes. They're just not winning. The Jets suck. They just automatically suck. Unintentionally, the Giants had a couple of injuries, but we still know how that was going to go. That's neither here nor there. I don't think they're tanking, man. I just think they all suck right now. Everybody. All 4 of those teams suck. They all need help.
That number one pick is valuable, bro. Yeah. That's some value in that pick.
Go to commercial, but come on in. Make it quick.
Hey man, don't rush me, man. When you give everybody else a chance to talk, stop doing that. That's number one.
Hey, man.
But let me
presidential debate.
let me speak on behalf of the Giants. The New York Giants are not tanking. They're actually playing hard every week. They're just not good enough to win. So let me squash that right there. The Jets are a dysfunctional organization and always have been. Atlanta, I think Atlanta is blowing it up, man. Y'all heard it here first. Matt Ryan will be a San Francisco 49er next year. I think Garoppolo is gone. So
That's
I think
strong.
Atlanta,
That's
strong, right?
strong.
Heard it here first. Mark this tape. I think Atlanta's going to blow it up, man. I think they're going to blow it up. It ain't just as simple as moving Matt Ryan and you get a different quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, and now they go to the promised land. I think they about to blow it up, man. I think Arthur Blank has had enough. I think they about to blow it up. So if anybody would tank, it would be Atlanta. If you intentionally tank. The Jets are not tanking. They just terrible. The whole organization. They just don't nobody want to play there. They just terrible. So they're actually not tanking. Giants are playing hard. Who's the other team? The Falcons, the Jets, Jacksonville plays.
Hey, Kev,
I
we
don't
got to
see
go to
tanking.
commercial, man. We got to go to commercial. Ivan, take us out so we can pay these bills.
Doing, baby.
All right, we are back, man. So now we're going to go into our first installment of In the Box. In the Box, you got 2 minutes to make your case for the win, whatever the subject topic is that I throw you. You got 2 minutes to discuss and make your point about this team, player, event, whatever it is. So, in the box, who will make the best offensive moves to challenge the Lakers next season? So, KDL, I'm going to give you the Mavericks. So you got 2 minutes to state your point. What moves and how can they challenge the Lakers for next year? Let's go.
I think Porzingis and Luka got to stay healthy. That's number one. They got to get another scorer that's consistent because Luka got to carry the team when Porzingis is out. Porzingis takes 30 shots. When Luka is out, they got to get a third scorer to go along with it. Rumor has it they're going to go after Giannis next year too. Rumor has that. But they got to get a third scorer, man. Hardaway Jr., that's my man. I love him. But he's not a consistent third scorer. They have to have a third scorer to go with Luka. That's the best way they're going to challenge, man. And those two guys have to stay healthy. That's just the bottom line. That's the facts. I think they need a wing player, some type of wing player that's a consistent shooter and could drive, a PG type cat. But they need a third scorer. That would be my best scenario.
Yeah, I need somebody like me, a PG type.
Play on
Whoa,
P.
Kev, that's only a minute for you. I am surprised, shocked.
Well, every time I talk, you cut me off, man. So I'm gonna just say what I gotta say and get out of the way.
Kev, I
Okay.
like the presidential debate. I relinquish 30 seconds of my time to Mr. Kevin.
So PG, you in
What
the
up,
box
man?
now. You got the Heat. What does the Heat have to do to challenge the Lakers for next season?
Hey, well, we already know, man. Pat Riley being Pat Riley, he's going to address adding another starter there. He's going to look to go a little bit bigger in the interior. Bam needs to work out, man. I ain't going to say he needs to work out, but we've seen some of Bam's flaws. Bam's need to be more consistent, being able to step out and hit that mid-range shot a little bit more consistently. Duncan Robinson, he needs to work on his confidence. And Tyler Hero, great rookie. He just needs to keep getting better and keep making the right decisions. It's rumored that even the Heat are looking for a couple of 2020 free agents. They looking to possibly add the Greek Freak, Oladipo, or even Bradley Beal, because all of them coming up on free agency. So we're gonna see, but we already know Pat Riley's gonna make some. He gonna make some decisions.
All right. I see where you at. Lucky Lefty, you in the box now. You got the Bucks. What does the Bucks need to do to challenge to get out of the East and get with them Lakers? Let's go. You got your mute on, baby.
Does Jesus and Michael Jordan shoes count as a need? Stop that.
Man, that's terrible, man.
No, the key is gonna be keeping the Greek Freak. I mentioned on a few shows back. I think Chris Paul would be a great look for them. You know, he's a floor general, and they definitely need it. Even though I like Bledsoe, but you know he's a defensive guy, but he's really not a floor general. They need to get the ball out of Giannis' hands at the top of the key. Him going that 1-on-1 crazy spin move, getting in foul trouble. So I think a point guard would definitely suit them. And Chris Paul being the vet that he is, I can see him, you know, actually getting that team to the next level, as long as he stay healthy, of course, because we know Chris Paul is one turn to the right away from a hamstring tear to have him out for the year. But
hamstring heavy.
Yeah, but you know what? It's a team that you always like. It's just unfortunately, a great regular season team, and then they hit a wall in the playoffs. Like they hit that wall, and I think the major part of that is no veteran leadership on the floor. Giannis is a great player, but I'm not ready to call him a leader yet, like a leader. So I'm gonna say Chris Paul would be the perfect addition to them. That'll get them out the East, hands down.
All right. Your time is up. Good job. I like to see this out of y'all. L Boogie, you got the Warriors.
I mean, the
let's go.
The Warriors are coming back with their main core: Steph, Clay, Draymond, and I feel like in Andrew Wiggins they have a more athletic, better scoring wing player. So this is the same core that they had when they won 73 games. They also have the number 2 draft pick in this year's draft. They could either get Wiseman, which would be a great talented big man out of Memphis. They could go for LaMelo Ball to have another point, potentially put Steph off the ball, put the ball in LaMelo's hands, or they could trade back and just get some more capital, get some more draft picks, and just add to the team. I mean, they're right there. They just were injured, so everybody's coming back healthy. They made 5 runs to the finals. So them getting rest, they'll be good. I believe in this year, Eric Paschal, I think that's his name. Rookie came out, he averaged about 50% shooting. So they got the right pieces and everybody's coming back. So they got the best case in all the teams, in my opinion, to challenge the Lakers, even though I still think the Lakers will win.
I got to say one more thing.
We're going to strike that last comment, L Boogie. We're going to strike that last comment, okay?
I take exception, man. I take exception, man. I'm hurt because You said the Heat, the Mavericks, the Warriors, and the Bucks. You didn't even put the Celtics in there, bro. And that hurt my heart, man, that you didn't do
Or
that.
the Clippers. Or the Clippers.
Hey, maybe they're in the box next week. You never know, but they didn't make this week's cut. Carry on.
They should have made it before the Bucks.
Hey, it's all about the Greek freak, and if you stand or leaving, they have to do what they got to do to keep that man there, or they are straight to the bottom of the barrel if he's leaving.
Well, he's leaving, and y'all know that. But hey, L Boogie, Golden State gonna
definitely
draft Wiseman, man. They're not gonna trade that pick. They're gonna draft Wiseman, and I guarantee you they pick up some type of free agent to go on that bench too.
Yeah, if they can get like an Iggy, somebody like that, like a Oladipo, that might take a little less. Yeah, I think they'll be back in business. But I wouldn't mind seeing LaMelo there. That would be nuts. Imagine him with the ball in his hand with Clay and Steph on the wings. It would be fun basketball. I'm not gonna necessarily say they would win, but they would probably be the most entertaining team in the league, in my opinion.
Well, I gotta call BS on you, L Boogie, because it ain't nothing about those balls in the NBA that excites me at all.
Well, you know what? That whole statement was terrible.
LaMelo is not
that
Lonzo.
whole statement was terrible. You just made.
You should start calling him right. First name.
Melo is not Lonzo.
I give you that. Lefty, I got to go ahead and put myself.
Oh, man. You my boy. I gotta save you, man. That statement was horrible.
Yeah, rephrase that, bro.
You said balls and excitement.
Yeah.
In one sentence. What the hell is you doing?
Keep them coming. I deserve it all.
Hey, dude. Ivan is the best. Ivan is the best, bro.
I deserve it all. Okay.
Come on, man.
As I said it, damn.
Lucky. Lucky. That was just classic. That was classic, man.
Classic.
Everybody on the panel though is gonna make that run at Giannis. So that's why I said they could draft Ball, or if Anthony Edwards goes that far, which he might not. They're talking about him going number 1 overall, but they might, get another wing and then try to go for Giannis, and that would be their big man presence. So
Anthony Edwards could be Markelle Fultz 2.0. Let's wait and see.
Oh no,
that's correct.
Let's wait and see. Let's see first.
That's terrible.
So let's get into this NBA a little bit, man. We're gonna talk a little bit NBA before we jump into NFL. So Knickerbocker replay. Jeff Van Gundy, rumored to be on the Knicks coaching radar. You just seen
the Knicks. Knicks already got a coach.
They got
Thibodeau. You mean the Rockets? The Rockets.
He's up for the Rockets or the Pelicans.
Yeah, and then you got Stan is out there
looking for the Pelicans.
So him and his brother back in the league coaching. You got Ty Lue going to the Clippers. Man, what do you think about these coaching changes? Are they really going to be enough to make these teams any better? And we'll start with Ty Lue with the Clippers. Lefty, what do you think about that? Is he really going to make some changes and get that team over the top?
This is a true test for Ty Lue. I don't know, that you still got the Kawhi Leonard factor, and the players were upset. I don't know what kind of offseason move they're going to make as far as are they going to move Paul George? There seemed to be some issues in that locker room. And is Tyronn Lue the guy to fix it? I mean, we know he was there with Cleveland. He won a championship with Cleveland, but LeBron was there. So you know how that goes. LeBron is that he's always that, that coach within the coach, on the team. Like the players are going to follow LeBron before they follow the coach. So this is really a true test to see if Lue is really that good of a coach. And it's a great household name. I just don't know. I'm not ready to. I don't know if they're gonna get over the top. I need to see what they're gonna do in the offseason first. I need to see if they're gonna tweak that line. They're gonna probably lose either Harold or Lou Williams, because I think they both free agents, if I'm not mistaken. Well, Harold definitely a free agent, so they're gonna lose somebody. So I don't know. Like let's wait and see. I'm not ready to. I'm not going. They got Tyronn Lue now. They about to get over the top. I mean, it is what it is.
Hey, KDL, what's your thoughts on Daryl Morey stepping down as the Rockets GM?
That tells me Houston is about to go in another direction. That tells me that small ball stuff is over and it didn't work. They tried the D'Antoni thing. They tried their run. They tried the Dwight Howard, James Harden thing. That didn't work. They tried to make D'Antoni, James Harden shoot 50 times a game thing. That didn't work. Now you stuck with Westbrook and Harden's contract. You can't trade neither one of them. So you stuck. So I think he knows he tried. He tried it all, man. He tried to win.
You don't think he can trade Harden?
Hey,
Nah,
Lefty, do we need
make
to
too much money.
run a COVID test over to you?
Nah, man, my allergies.
Right.
Man, sinus.
Right, man. You good over there, Lefty?
Yeah, look, sinus. You know my sinus.
But in the words of Zach,
you
good, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
Quarantine yourself.
I think you know that little run is over, dog. He's stepping back when the inevitable happens before they blow it up. So, you know it's over. They're not gonna beat them teams in the Golden State coming back. I think you see the writing on the wall. He tried. You got to give him credit. He tried.
He should have been fired for what he got for Capella.
Facts.
That's true. That's true.
Traded that man for a bag of Cheetos and some popcorn.
And a Capri Sun.
He went all in on D'Antoni. He bought it, and it didn't work.
But you gotta get something for Capella. You gotta get something.
And if that was the case, they shouldn't have paid him.
Exactly.
They paid him, then traded him.
17, 4, and 1. 17 Lakers championships, 4 for LBJ, and 1 for AD. Let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about it. And I'm gonna let you go ahead, KDL. You've been riding with him since I've known you, so let's go, KDL. This is your time to shine. This is your walk on the red carpet. Let's go.
We the champs, baby. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers for winning the number 17 time the Boston Celtics. There's a lot of ways that you can look at this, and this should look at this as the Los Angeles Lakers are back on top in the NBA. Congratulations to LeBron James for winning his fourth, three different teams. He deserves credit. Here's why I have a problem with LeBron James. He doesn't deserve all the credit. This is not about you. This is the one organization that you're not bigger than. There are trophy cases. There are banners in the stadium that was there way before you. So this is not about you. Jeannie Buss became the first woman to win an NBA championship as an owner. All the bickering with her family and everything they were called dysfunctional, all that. She is now the first woman to win an NBA championship. Let's give it up for that. Let's also give it up, even though I went, that's funny. Even though I went crazy on Danny Green all day, he's another guy that has 3 rings with 3 different teams. Rondo has 2 rings with 2 different teams. Jason Kidd now has a ring as a player and a coach. So there's a lot of things happen with that. And this team went from the bottom to the lottery, winning 17 a year and all that. My team was called ridiculous, and now they're back on top. So the NBA needs the Lakers on top. They need the Lakers on top. And there's a reason why people don't like teams like the Lakers, teams like the Yankees, teams like the Cowboys. Like when these teams win, here they go, they cheated. It's an asterisk. They did this to refs, right? You don't want to see certain teams win because it adds to the riches. One thing I will say about LeBron, though, you won your 4th championship, and yes, you ought to be congratulated. I don't understand why you're talking about give me my respect. I don't quite get that. What more? You want us to kiss your ass some more? Like, what more you want? But you won a championship with the Los Angeles Lakers. That means a lot more than winning a championship with the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Congratulations to the Lakers.
Okay, panel.
Please let me respond to him. I'm gonna let Pat go first. Please let me respond.
Well, I mean, if anybody else got anything to say, Lefty, go in because I have nothing to say, man. The Lakers won.
As a presidential debate,
go ahead, PG.
I could see my time to Lucky Lefty. Go right ahead, Lucky Lefty. You can have my time.
All this, Kev, you know, you my boy, man. We smoke, we drink together, we boys. But you are one ungrateful bastard. You keep disrespecting LeBron. Let me tell you something. This the NBA. No. This is the NBA. There's the franchises are not bigger than the players. LeBron is maybe the most scrutinized athlete in the world. He's the most popular, the most hated. Like LeBron holds all those time. And I mean, come on now. It would not be this 17th championship without LeBron. The Lakers don't sprinkle magical Laker dust on and win the championship. If LeBron don't come there, you probably don't have AD, and you probably cheering for the lottery to get the number 1 overall pick. Because before LeBron, the biggest story in LA for the LA Lakers was Lonzo Ball's daddy, LeVar. That was the biggest topic in LA. So it's cool. I know you're a Laker fan. I give you that. But man, give LeBron his flowers while he here. What that dude did, and he went to the podium, and the first thing he said, he gave his respect to the Lakers. He liked to respect Jeannie Buss, the Lakers, to the organization. But don't you dare sit there and say that they are bigger than LeBron James. LeBron James may be one of the biggest brands in sports.
He ain't bigger than the Lakers.
In sports.
He ain't bigger than the Lakers.
Are you high?
Are you high? He ain't bigger than the Lakers. You know how many people that won championships?
I don't care.
Los Angeles Lakers?
I don't care. That was in 2000. That was in 2000. God rest his soul. Kobe gone. Shaq didn't do all the teams. Magic is gone. All that's over with. People don't live in the past like you do as far as championships. People live in the now. The now is LeBron James is a Los Angeles Laker, and LeBron James got his 4th ring. LeBron James is the biggest name in sports right now. So don't sit here and tell me that Laker organization is bigger than him. Maybe historically, because of all the Hall of Famers that came through there. But right now, this is LeBron's time. It don't matter.
Bro, the fact that he won with the Lakers enhances his brand even more. Do you understand?
That don't enhance his brand anymore.
It does.
Yeah, without LeBron, the Lakers will be as irrelevant as the New York Jets.
Hold on, let that be the next.
Go ahead, Elton.
LeBron would be just as relevant if he played in Timbuktu. He would be just as relevant. LA needed LeBron. LeBron didn't need LA. Not to take anything away from what they did historically, KDL. But yeah, the Lakers needed LeBron. LeBron didn't need LA. Simple as that.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing I think y'all missing. I'm not taking credit away from LeBron. I said congratulations, LeBron. Yes, the Lakers wouldn't have won without LeBron. I get all that. But don't act like he's bigger than the Los Angeles Lakers. That is
the biggest name in sports, Kev. LeBron's the biggest name in sports. Now, are you high?
He is. He's one of the biggest sports stories out there outside of Tom Brady. You are absolutely right. But he is not bigger than the Los Angeles Lakers.
Tom Brady.
He is not. So we can stop that. There are a lot of people that won before LeBron got there. And speaking of 2000, the Lakers have won 5 championships before LeBron even got there. He don't have 5 championships total in his career. So let's stop that. He ain't bigger than the Lakers.
What was the Lakers going to do if LeBron?
How does that matter, man?
What was they going to do if LeBron wasn't there?
If he won, bro, he has a huge part to do with them winning, man. No doubt. That's no doubt. So yes, they needed him to win. No doubt. I'm not saying that.
Ken, you keep living in the past. I'm pretty sure the girl that won prom queen at your high school was fine back then, but she probably like Whoopi Goldberg now. So that don't matter. Stop living in the damn past, man.
Bro, he's bigger than that organization. When Kevin Garnett won with Boston, do you think he's bigger than Larry Bird? Do you think he's bigger than the Boston organization?
I'm gonna take if you don't stop.
Come on, man. Y'all tripping.
Man, Ivan got something to say, man. Come on in, Ivan.
Come on. I think Kevin is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. LeBron needed the Lakers to solidify his legacy. That's the whole thing. That's why you join a Lakers team, is to go ahead and put your name up with the Magic Johnson, with the Kareem, with the James Worthy. You put your name in the conversation. You add to your legacy. That's the whole reason he went to the Lakers. They needed each other. They needed each other. LeBron it wasn't like the Lakers were desperate. The Lakers would have had AD regardless of LeBron was coming there or not. I guarantee you that.
No. No.
Hey,
They would have got somebody. They would have got somebody.
Exactly, Kev. They would have got somebody. They would have found a way.
Ivan, can I ask you this? Wait, hold on. Can I ask you this real quick before I know we're getting off script a little bit. Let me ask you this. Before LeBron came, what free agent went to the Lakers? You had Paul George, who was from there. Paul George, who was from LA, didn't go there. You had a few free agents. Nobody signed with the Lakers. No one wanted to sign with the Lakers, regardless of their history.
Because of LeBron.
They could not get one free agent. So before LeBron, who came there? I know that I'm not taking it away from the organization. The Lakers organization is historically one of the best ever in all sports.
That's why he went there, dog. That's what you're missing.
LeBron could have went to the Sacramento Kings and got free agents to come there.
Well, why didn't he? I'll wait.
But because he moved to LA, he took his kid to
Why
LA.
did he go to the Clippers? Exactly. Why did he go to a lesser known team with a better roster? Why didn't he go to OKC? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't he go to a lesser known team? It's because
he went to the Lakers for a reason.
Why does anybody even visit OKC? Why does anybody visit Oklahoma? I don't even understand.
The second biggest market in the country. Second biggest market in the country.
I get him market. I get him market. And LeBron could have went to New York, but they totally dysfunctional. You know what? You know what? Part of the reason he went to LA was Magic Johnson, because Magic was the president at the time.
Okay.
Was he or was he not? But was he or was he not?
Yes, he was.
And Magic is one of his idols. So that played a part in it too.
Oh,
but before LeBron, what free agent went to LA? Nobody.
No. And if LeBron would have went to the Knicks, AD would have went to the Knicks, and we'd be talking about the Knicks winning their first championship.
Why did he?
Because it's LA.
I just told you. And Magic was the president.
Because it's LA.
There's a lot of factors in it.
But wait.
That's all I'm saying.
Why, like Lefty said, how come no other stars went there? Before LeBron got there, while Kobe was there, with all the LA prowess and the history and all this LA dust that y'all was talking about, where were the stars then? PG didn't want to come there. Kawhi didn't want to come there. LaMarcus Aldridge at the time didn't want to come there. It was a lot of
Kawhi wanted to. He just pulled the biggest heist in NBA history. So they let him get away with that. Which is the reason he went.
Luckily for them, PG didn't show up, because he would have ended up, not showing up in the playoffs anyway for them. So
those are facts.
So they kind of lucked out. You know what I mean? So for me, it's just they needed each other, man. Like it is almost even how much they needed each other. LeBron needed a foundation to continue to build his legacy. And they needed somebody to go ahead and bring them from the depths of obscurity. Like they needed each other.
I agree with that.
Okay, we'll put it in the middle. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. We'll put it in the middle. They need each other. We'll go with that.
Okay,
that's the perfect breakdown, Ivan. I like that.
Fellas, this went into a great topic for debate. Man, we may have to come revisit this one next week or a week after, but we're gonna revisit this. But it's time for what's your fantasy? I'm gonna bring Sly on. If you could take me, Sly, and Damani and keep us on the screen for a moment, so we can go get these fantasy.
You ain't found that third rail yet, Sly?
Okay, Sly join back in, man.
I got people I'm working with, man. They don't know me like this. Calm down.
I do not like you. I do not like you at all.
So you either gonna play them or you gonna bench them. So at QB, we got Garoppolo versus the Rams defense. Are you going to play him or are you gonna bench him? Slide.
Man, are you crazy? Garoppolo was absolutely atrocious against Miami. He got benched for Bethel. Of course I'm gonna bench him. Ain't nobody playing him, man. It looks absolutely terrible.
It's rare that me and Sly agree on something, but yeah, I'm with him. Did you watch that game last week? He was horrendous. Come on, Aaron Donald on the other side. Come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man.
Dude, Aaron Donald gonna kill that boy, man.
Right.
Last week.
Okay. Running back, Mark Ingram versus the Eagles defense.
You start my Ingram all day. The Eagles are who we thought they were. I guess everybody that came under Andy Reid's system is absolutely atrocious. Look at McNabb. You start him, and then bet them all day.
Lefty.
Hey man, once again, and it's rare that me and Sly I'm on the same page. It must gonna be a full moon tonight. But you start, Mark Ingram. You definitely start. Please start.
Even though the Ravens been married to the pass and ain't been running the ball.
Well, but I believe they're gonna take a little bit off Lamar because that KC game it exposed them a little bit. You know, you don't want to just keep the ball in his hands. You got to get that run game back going. And John Harbaugh's a smart enough coach to know that.
Hey man, this the game, as they say, you get fat on. They offense gonna shine Sunday. Start.
Yeah. And they'll be up big early. So they're gonna run the ball, run the clock out.
Okay. Wide receiver. DJ Moore versus the Bears defense. Lefty.
Hey, you better bench him if you got any sense. Jalen Johnson and Kyle Fuller, one of the top tandems in the league. And so I know Bridgewater gets the ball out pretty quick, but he gonna have Mac. I think Mac gonna feed off of the game he had last week. The Bears got a couple extra days rest playing last Thursday. No, I wouldn't take DJ Moore. No, they better establish a run game.
Man, you crazy. You play DJ Moore. The number 33, he's good, but he ain't got good yet. He gonna get burnt. Moore gonna run up the score on him. Matter of fact, the betting public is taking the Panthers, but since I'm a homer, I gotta take the Bears. You start Moore all day, every day.
Okay.
Yeah. You got Norfolk versus the 49ers defense.
Who?
You muted. What you say?
No, we can't hear you. Cause
hold on for a minute.
Oh, tight end Norfolk.
Yeah.
Versus the 49ers defense. What you got, Sly? I don't know.
Who he say?
Norfolk versus the 49ers defense.
Right here.
You take the 49ers. Jesus. I'm gonna take the 49ers defense as much as it hurts me. Cause they look at after the way they got whooped by Miami, I gotta have some faith in them.
Yeah, you know what? Injuries have really hurt that defense. Those injuries up front have really hurt them. But I wouldn't feel that confident to start Norfolk against the Niners. So I would say bench them. But if you don't have a better option, though, I mean, hey, you stay with Norfolk. But if you got a better option, like if you teeter them and you got two decent tight ends on your roster, I wouldn't put Norfolk in. Man, you in and out. You out.
Your mic's off. Your mic's off, man.
Yeah, your mic is off.
Your mic's off.
All right, you got me now?
Yeah.
All right, I had to switch up. My pods died on me. So, team, the Bills offense against the Chiefs. The Bills defense against the Chiefs offense.
Are you crazy? I'm taking the Bills the way my Raiders ran up on them last week. You got to be out of your mind. Are you high? I'm taking the Bills defense all day. Crazy.
Did you see what just happened to the Bills defense against the Titans?
Well, I got. You know what, fellas? I got to go back to work. Y'all have a good day. And it was good getting back on to do my part. Bye.
Don't get to find that third rail and lay on it.
Hey, Ivan, bring L Boogie in.
I say. Nah, I wouldn't take the Bills defense versus the. I wouldn't take the Bills defense versus KC. Not after what I saw Derek Carr do. You up against Mahomes. You crazy if you do that.
Okay.
And the Bills defense is not what it was last year. It's not the same defense.
L Boogie, what you think?
Oh, yeah, I totally agree. I'm taking Kansas City's offense versus the defense. It's not too many people that I'm putting up against their offense that I'm taking. Like, unless if God came down and he had his defense, I would think about it. But I'll probably still side with the Chiefs offense because they're amazing. And they just added Le'Veon Bell. Bill's defense just gave up 42 points to the Titans on Tuesday. So, yeah, I know they both trying to get back on track. With ease.
Ryan Tannehill.
With Tannehill not playing, not being in the building for 2 weeks, 10 days, or however long it was. So yeah, the Chiefs are a well-oiled machine, and they just signed Le'Veon Bell. I got to go with the Chiefs. Even if they just put him in for a couple plays here and there, they could spot him, put him in the slot, and run screens for Le'Veon Bell just to get him out in space.
Well, from what I hear, Bell won't play because he hasn't reached a 5-day quarantine.
Okay.
So he won't play.
Yeah, Bell's out this week.
Yeah, but either way it goes, they still dynamic with
they got weapons
with the rookie running through the hole. So bonus this week is Tom Brady versus the Packers defense. You playing Tom Brady or you benching him?
I'll let you take this one first.
For now, if we talking one game at the end of the season, am I taking Tom Brady? Absolutely, he can lay in my foxhole with me. Pause. But in fantasy, I'm not taking him. He's good for throwing a pick. It seems like he throws a pick six, at least one every game to get started. I wouldn't trust it. The Packers defense have been playing lights out. They undefeated. I wouldn't play Tom Brady against the Packers defense.
Okay.
Once again, it comes down to your options. Who's on your bench? You know, do you have a better option? I mean, you don't bench him just to bench him, but I mean, it's hard to ever bench Tom Brady because you just never know. Even though he doesn't look like, I mean, he looks like 43-year-old Tom Brady. He don't look like the Brady from the Patriots years in his heyday. So it's a tough one, but I would play him. I would play him. And the Packers defense, I mean, they are undefeated, but, you know, that offense has been putting up hella numbers. Yeah. And what's been helping that defense is that the Packers get up early and they make teams one-dimensional. And so now you can kind of just focus on rushing the passing. Right. So Tampa can keep it close and keep it balanced out with the run game and the pass game. But, yeah, I wouldn't bench Brady unless you got somebody with a great matchup on that side.
Now, remember, Brady been sitting out for a while because, remember, they played the Bears on Thursday night, so he had a lot of time. Exactly. And, you know, he did cuss out his whole team, and Arians let him do it and said he appreciates him doing it because he didn't have to.
And he needs to redeem himself from that fourth down debacle. He can say what he wants. How they cover it up.
Is Godwin back yet? Is he playing yet or no?
Yeah, Godwin will be back this week.
Okay.
He's practicing.
I just and we just talking fantasy. NFL, that's different, but fantasy, I just don't like Tom because he's only one-dimensional. He's not gonna run the ball for real. So I just never liked Tom as a fantasy quarterback. Like I said, one game, if my life on the line, yeah, I want Tom Brady to be my quarterback. But fantasy, I don't like him as an option.
Yeah, that's a great point because Tom don't put up eye-popping numbers like that. I mean, he gets it done, but he don't. Like you say, with fantasy, he don't put up those numbers. But if you don't have that option on your bench, then you got to go with what you got, you know.
Agreed.
I mean, if it was him and Garoppolo, then I'm going to go with Brady, you know. But if it's him and Derek Carr, I may go with Derek Carr.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Carr. Yeah. Agreed.
Okay, Lefty, you have been a threat has been sent out for fantasy. Just so you know, Gandy is throwing shots at you. But I will say, each week we'll come back with some fantasy. You pick them. You either gonna bench them or you gonna play them. So next week we'll be back with some more, and we're about to get into some NFL news. So you can bring the full panel back.
Ivan. Tell Gandy, Amazon delivering them boots for him in the morning. Good and shined up.
Well, since we on
with the pointy toe. Well, I got the pointy toe.
Since we're on fantasy, let me chime in since I'm the only one who really can speak on being winless. I mean, being a winner around here. Ain't neither one of y'all got on no boots. I'm the only one with some real boots on right now, being 5-0.
All right, you 5-0.
Okay. Well, you ain't gonna win. Don't worry
about it. That's neither here nor there,
Kev.
That's neither here nor there.
Right.
You ain't gonna win it.
We talking right now, buddy.
After I whoop Slide this week, I'll be in second. So don't worry about it.
You like you said, you still gonna be in second.
And my team getting healthy. I got Adams back this week. Don't worry, PG. We're gonna see each other sometime down.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you, PG.
Ivan, we are about to go back Ivan, we going back into the box for a minute. So if you can leave me on the screen, PG and KDL. All right, we are in the box with PG69 and KDL. You got 2 minutes to make your point. PG, you got the Bears. KDL, you got the Panthers. And I'm going to let you go first, KDL. Why are the Panthers going to win this game this week?
The Panthers are going to win this game this week, and I picked them, by the way. They're going to win the game this week because the Bears are due for a loss, number one. The Panthers have been playing well, even though they're young. They don't have McCaffrey. They've been playing well. Bridgewater is okay as a quarterback. They're young. This game is in Carolina. I'm just simply picking Carolina. They beat Arizona, which I picked Arizona. I think it was last week. I picked Arizona, and I thought Arizona's offense would explode on Tampa, or would explode on Carolina. Carolina held them under 20 points. That's with Hopkins and Murray on the field. If they can hold Arizona's offense down, the Bears don't score. So you're going to have to score enough to beat them. And if they can shut down Arizona, they can definitely shut down the Bears. I got Carolina 2014.
2014. That's strong, kid. You really don't like the Bears.
No, this is just being
He really doesn't.
This is just being objective, man. Matter of fact, Vegas picked Carolina. So this ain't just me. Vegas picked Carolina.
All right. PG.
Vegas can also be wrong at times.
Let's go, PG.
I'm picking the Bears. Of course, I'm gonna pick the Bears because I'm a diehard fan. The Bears, it's gonna be on the Bears defense again. Khalil Mack has to keep getting pressed. Khalil Mack and the defense line has to keep getting pressure. If they can contain Bridgewater and let Bridgewater get out and run or keep the balls out of his hand, the Bears have a great chance. They have to first decrease penalties. They can't be doing all those stupid offsides and stuff like that. The cornerbacks are going to be locked down this week, so he's not going to be able to pass the ball. And they got to limit their turnovers. They can't be turning the balls over. And Matt Nagy is going to have to let that offense thrive today. They got to get back to the run. Commit to the run. That way you can open up the passing lane. I'm taking the Bears. And when Kev get through talking, I'm going 21-10 Bears.
Woo! All right.
First of all, you think the Bears gonna score 21 points?
I do.
Okay.
You think the Giants gonna win?
Yeah, because we always be watching. We always you can check the record books. We always be watching.
I didn't take that bet. All right. We are still in the box. We're gonna bring Lucky Lefty and L Boogie into the fold and take out KDL and PG-13. We in the box. So in the box right now, we got the Chiefs versus Bills. So I'm gonna give Lefty the Bills, and I'm gonna give L Boogie the Chiefs. Which one of y'all want to draw blood first?
I'll take it. First of all, if that's your ringtone, kill yourself.
No.
If that was your ringtone, please.
No.
Come
That's
on,
your
man.
2 minutes. That's your 2 minute bill. That's your 2 minute bill.
You gonna Joe Biden me? You gonna Joe Biden? No, the Chiefs, man, that offense is just, is damn near unstoppable. After what I saw them, what they did to the Ravens defense, and the Bills defense is not what it was last year by any means. I can just see Mahomes going crazy. Like, the speed on that offense, and with Andy Reid's creative play calling, they're running the ball a little more this year. If it was the Bills, last year's Bills defense, I'd be a little more, teeter. But this Bills defense, and we said it earlier, I saw Ryan Tannehill put up 42 points. That's not good. And now you got my homeboy coming in there, as my man Shannon Sharp would say, my homeboy coming in there. So I'm going Chiefs all day.
So, my man, L Boogie, how can the Bills win this game?
By taking away from what the Raiders did. I think they have a lot of similarities to the Raiders. They have a good run game with Devin Singletary, the rookie Moss. I think that's his last name. So they have the opportunity to control the ball and then also just eat up clock. No, the Bills defense ain't the team that they were last year, but it being a home game, I think they have some of their crowd there. I'm not 100% sure, but but I think it being there, them just wanting to get that bad taste of losing. The Bills can win this game by just doing what the Raiders did, playing stout defense, keeping everything in front of them, not giving up the deep ball, and then just tackling, just meeting them at the sticks so they can't move the chains. So that's how I see the Bills beating the Chiefs. And if they do, it'll have to be a low-scoring game. I would say 24-20, 24-23 Bills, last-minute field goal.
Whoa, that's strong. You calling it to the T. Man, you better call Vegas right now. You better call Vegas right now.
Right. I'm gonna get it.
That's a great point. Keeping the Chiefs in front of you, you can't give up those big plays. I know it's hard with them because Mahomes can like extend the play and then like hit that big one. But if you can limit those big plays, then the Bills definitely got a shot.
Yeah, and the Bills have a good enough defense that they can rush for and keep Patrick's in that pocket, because that's when they kill you, is when he's scrambling around making plays and those receivers get open. Tyreek Hill, McCole Hardman, they find a way to get loose. So if they can just keep Patrick from ad-libbing and keeping him in the pocket and making him just solely throw from the pocket and not blitz, yeah, they can beat the Chiefs.
You both have made some great points on this, man. This is one of them games that we're going to watch. We are going to take a break right now, pay some bills, and when we come back, we're going to get into some of the other games around the league in week 6, and we're going to talk about it. Take us. So we are back. And we are back. We're about to talk some NFL week 6, man. So it's a lot of games going on, man. And the Patriots been off for quite a long time. They playing the Broncos this weekend. Cam is back. Steph Gilmore has been cleared as well to play. But the Broncos will be without Melvin Gordon. Do the Broncos even stand a chance against the Patriots?
No.
KDL, your thoughts?
No, I actually picked the Patriots. Melvin Gordon had a DUI, and he's on my fantasy, but that's neither here nor there. I picked the Patriots to win the game.
Hey, I wasn't gonna say that, Kev, but since you put it on out there, man, let's just run with it. Then.
Come on, man.
You need to make better life decisions, Kev.
As well as Melvin Gordon.
That's all I'm saying, man. Come on, man. You smack dab in the middle of the season. You out here getting hammered. Come on, man. But so I got the Patriots winning the game, but I thought I saw some last night. Did they close their facility again?
They closed it, but they closed it because they thought it was I guess they say a incorrect test.
False positive.
False positive, you know, but
okay. So they're gonna play the game.
Yeah, they playing the game.
All right. Well, Cam is back. I got the Patriots. Done deal. But I want to say this though. I think Denver get their quarterback locked back too.
They do.
Lock back this week.
Yeah, I agree with our resident Giants fan. I think Patriots win. I think they win big. What it's trying to say, this is one of those games where all the Patriots get healthy for. Everybody's gonna play well. Everybody's gonna put up some numbers. With what's the defensive end's name? Von Miller being out for the season. I think Bradley Chubb is back in the lineup, but I know he's still a little banged up. I don't see the Broncos losing unless Cam, they just lock Cam in a room, in a hotel room, and he can't play. Other than that, Patriots by at least two scores.
Okay. All right. Now, this is just me. You probably are all of you guys are probably going to go crazy because I'm saying this, but I really think the Falcons are going to beat the Vikings. And the reason I say that, this is why I say that before you guys chime in. Whenever a coach gets fired,
change of guard.
The change of guards, the team try to come in and they rally behind this coach and they play well. You know, I'm hoping that he has some different schemes and those, like you said earlier, PG, those mess ups that turn the game the wrong way for you, that they stop that. So I think this is a game that keep half your eye on. I ain't gonna say your whole eye, but half your eye.
I don't think Dalvin Cook is playing either. So you might have some. Yeah, might have some.
He's on my fantasy league, so I had and the crazy part about it, I got both of their running back. I got Dalvin Cook and Mattison, and Mattison is starting this week, so I'm gonna roll with him. But yeah, this is one of those games where the Falcons can pull this one out because they're riding the wave of a new coach, so they want to do better. And because the Vikings are in our division, I don't care about them winning no games. They ain't never got to win. Matter of fact, who was their quarterback?
Kirk Cousins.
That's what I thought.
My cousin.
And we do not trust Kirk at all, so we already know how that goes. So yeah, I can see the Falcons pulling out this game.
I think they get Julio back too. What Julio? Who cares? Julio gets a hangnail and he be gone. That's true. Lefty, what's your thoughts on this game?
It's tough. You know, in football, you know, when you change coaches in the middle of the season, it's typically some coordinator that was there with the bum coach that takes over. So the culture really don't change. The play calling may be a little different, but it's still the same bum-ass plays that got the head coach fired. Defensive coordinator still there. So I don't know if Quinn was calling defensive plays or not, but most other coaching staff is intact. But I'm with PG on not trusting Cousins too much. That's why you can kind of look at it. But Atlanta just looks defeated. Like they look defeated after blowing those two leads to Dallas and Chicago. And they just don't – I don't know. It's just dysfunction. And the worst thing in football is dysfunction. When the organization is no direction, you don't know where you're going. Are you still playing for a playoff spot? Are you playing for the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes? So I went with the Vikings this week. I took the Vikings.
But look at Houston when they fired their coach. What they come out the next game to do?
Who they play?
Kev? I know you know.
It wasn't the Vikings. No, they played.
It wasn't
the Vikings. It was somebody at home though.
Yeah, well, whoever it was, they came out and they balled out.
Yeah, but
normally they was down like 17 in the first half.
But they came back and balled out.
So go ahead, Kev.
I was gonna say I would counteract with what you're saying, but if that game was in Atlanta, this game is in Minnesota. You just fired the coach. You got to go on the road. The team is dysfunctional. I just simply don't trust Atlanta. I don't trust Kirk Cousins either, but I don't trust Atlanta to just regroup and all of a sudden stop playing well. I don't see that happen. I'll pick Minnesota.
Hey, as you were saying, don't trust either team. Public Enemy came in my mind. Don't trust them.
Mm-hmm.
You can't trust them.
You can't.
Don't trust them.
Don't trust them. Now,
but the Vikings not having Cook is big though.
That's huge. That's huge.
That's huge.
It changes the whole dynamic of their offense. Now,
it was scored a touchdown in every game they played.
Now I got this next game. I'm coming to you, Kev, and I want you to be honest. The Washington football team versus the Giants. Now, if the Washington football team beats the Giants, are you gonna jump through the window like the new Chris Paul in the State Farm commercial?
Yeah. Actually, I will, because what I've been telling y'all the last couple of years, if we don't beat nobody, we always beat Washington. I don't know how we do it. Certain teams got certain team numbers. I can't call it, but we always beat Washington. The Cowboys game is always a toss-up. It's usually always high scoring.
Always.
Dallas wins more than not. But it's all that game always can go either way. But when we play Washington, we always win. So you are right. If we lose to God knows who the quarterback is on Washington now, then I got a problem with it, because that just means Trevor Lawrence is in our future.
Whoa.
Wait. Hold on.
Is that really a bad thing for y'all though?
What
Cal
you
Allen's
saying?
back this week.
No, it's not.
You got Daniel Jones. You want Trevor Lawrence now?
Facts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking.
First of all, Kev, I'd rather watch a marathon of the courtship of Eddie's father than watch the Washington football team versus the Giants.
Courtship of Eddie's father.
Yes. Yes, I would.
You showing your age, sir.
Will Bill Baxter in it?
Yes. Yes.
Right.
With the Incredible Hulk.
That's
I
terrible.
want to see that.
That's terrible.
I think Fox is actually televising that game. Why?
They are.
Why are you showing this game? Come on.
Well, that's a game that I don't think many people are going to be watching, but Kev got a lot at stake on this game, because we're going to clown him next week if the Washington football team beat the G-Men.
I'm telling y'all, man, we always beat Washington. Be on the lookout. First one in the year, baby.
If Haskins was in there, I would give y'all a shot. But I like Kyle Allen. He ain't bad, man. As long as he don't get his shoulder knocked through his neck again like he did last week.
And he's back.
He all right. He's back this week, though.
Yeah, he's back this week.
Is he really healthy? Because he got knocked around like a ping pong ball.
Well, when you put one-leg Alex Smith in there and you got Kyle Allen starting, I mean, you got it. I think he's healthy enough to go. I don't think they'll throw him out there injured.
That was cool to see Alex Smith hit the field, though. And even if this was just the last game, man, it was good to see him come back out there, man.
I don't want to see that man get hurt, man. I really don't, man. I know it's courageous. I get the story and all, but he won bad, rolled up on hit, man. I don't want to see that, man.
Hey, Kev, I thought Gandy was your boy.
He said he'd rather watch Steel Magnolias.
Hey,
Gandy, see, I had your back, bro. You going there?
Turncoat Records, man. Hey,
Turncoat, man.
So this is one of the biggest games of the week, and that's the Packers and the Bucks. You got Ron versus TB. Third time in their careers that they've played, so this could turn out to be a good game. If the Packers are playing like they've been playing the last 5 weeks, and the Bucks don't show up, they're gonna get blown out of the water. But we all know Tom Brady, after a embarrassing loss, like you said, Lefty, is going to come back because he has something to prove. Because he showed the brother from the fourth floor. From the fifth floor. You know what I'm saying? From the fifth floor. He had the floors up. So he wants to come back, and he got something to prove, a lot to prove. So what's your thoughts on this game? El Boogie, what's up?
It's honestly, it's gonna come down to the supporting cast for both Tom and Aaron Rodgers. The Bucks are one of the most penalized teams in the league, and I think that's gonna be the downfall. If they can minimize some of those dumb turnovers, turnovers, those false start penalties, those holding calls, they'll be able to pull out the game. But I don't see that happening because they haven't corrected that issue all season. So yeah, I still think the Packers are gonna win. I'm gonna say 31. I say 31-21. But the score will be a blowout. But Tom will get a late score to win at the end of the game, make it look a little better.
Lefty.
Man, I being a Bears fan, picking the Packers is always hard. It's heart-wrenching. It's just a heart-wrenching thing. But the Packers coming off a bye week, they get Devontae Adams back. That's huge. And yeah, I'm with El Boogie, man. Tampa Bay, they don't look disciplined. Too many penalties. I said it earlier. Brady don't look like this is not New England Patriots Brady in his 20s or 30s. You know that he real close to that noodle arm of Phillip Rivers. You know, I call Phillip Rivers noodle arm.
Damn, you gonna put him in the same category?
Not yet. I say close. I say
He close.
He getting close. He can't make the throws that he used to make. And of course, Father Time is undefeated. I know everybody's gonna make it about Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, but I think the defense is gonna play a huge part in it. I'm with El Boogie. Maybe not as big on the blowout, but I could see the Packers, 34-28, something like that.
Gotcha. KDL, Cards versus Cowboys. We all know the state that the Cowboys are in right now. They got a lot to prove, you know, as far as the ownership that we can win without Dak. The Cards are, you know, dangerous team to play because you don't know which team is going to show up. They're very dangerous. So in this Cards-Cowboys game, looking at your sheet, you pick the Cards. Why?
I think Dallas's defense is terrible, and I think they're going to have a hard time stopping Kyler Murray, who can do anything at any given time, and Hopkins. Arizona, I picked Arizona to be good this year, but they've been inconsistent. Like you said, it depends on who shows up and how they're going to show up. One day they show up, they look like the best offense in the league. The next week, they lose to Carolina. So you don't know the consistent Arizona that's going to show up. But I just think they're a better team than Dallas, and I think they can outscore Dallas without Dak Prescott. I think they can outscore Dallas, and they can score at any given time because Dallas' defense is terrible. So I got the Arizona Cardinals. Can't give you a score, though. But I got the Arizona Cardinals.
El Boogie, when he said the Cowboys' defense is hot garbage and suck, I saw you kind of like take a hit up there. So I'm going to let you go ahead and come back on this one, man.
I wasn't offended about that at all. They are a hot garbage. I wouldn't trade the Cowboys defense for a 6-piece fried hard from anywhere right now. They are terrible. Sharks. Sharks. Anywhere. I wouldn't trade their defense from a Walmart 6-piece right now.
Extra lemon pepper.
Extra lemon pepper. Still wouldn't do it. They do a flat screen on there. But as KDL says, we don't know what Arizona team we're gonna get. Yes, it's a nationally televised game and everybody plays up on Monday, but I think the Dallas Cowboys come out, they want to play for Dak. They already went out and said we're gonna dedicate the rest of the season for Dak. So I think they come out and play hard, and I think they beat Arizona. This is one of those games they need to win. Obviously, it's anybody's division, but I feel like if they get this win, a win that they're supposed to lose, it'll really put them in a position to win the division. Because I mean, it's anybody's to lose.
Hey Ben, who did I take that game?
For
Arizona, Dallas. You know what, man?
You took them boys. I took
the boys, man. You know what? I'm with like the inconsistency with Arizona. I was with Kev, though. I thought they were going to be a lot better, but they are very inconsistent, especially having D-Hop, Kenyon Drake. Like, I thought they would be a lot more consistent. This is one of those games, Dallas, just coming off that doing it for Dak type thing, like they'll pull it out somehow, some way.
Hashtag damn Dak.
Right. All right.
One time for Dak, man.
Hey, so you said that you would watch the courtship of Eddie's father for the Washington and Giants game, right? Marathon. What's your thoughts?
Watch it on Spectravision.
Hey, now you showing your age.
So, Lefty, what's your thoughts on the Jets-Dolphins game?
I'd rather watch paint dry, but that's no here, no there. And there is no thoughts. The Dolphins will murder the Jets. They should have fired Gase last year. I don't know what's going on in the Jets organization. They clearly were some football. You know, look, to all my New Yorkers, I know life is hard right now. the Knicks,
Terrible.
the Giants, the Jets, the Islanders. Who else? The Yankees just lost. The Mets are horrible. Like, life is terrible. But, you know, shout out to Jay-Z and Nas and everybody else. These y'all got hip-hop. These y'all got hip-hop. Like, sports-wise, you all suck. Terrible. All the way around. Terrible.
Giants are going to get Trevor Lawrence. Hang in there. Giants will New York, big market, baby.
The Giants can get it. The Giants, I don't care who they about to get. I'm talking about right now.
In the words of Sly, you just did a whole soliloquy on the state of New York.
I'm sorry. Shout out to my New Yorkers. Go get y'all some cheesecake from the spot that Diddy band catch. Eli. Go get y'all some cheesecake, man. Don't even watch sports. It's terrible.
DJ Silk, the Jets suck.
Right, my man Silk. Shout out to Silk, man.
Shout out to Silk, man.
No disrespect.
He agree.
Pete Rock, Capri, all y'all, love y'all brothers, man. But yeah, it's bad.
Hey, so PG 69. To me, this game is like a flip of a coin. Everybody say the Colts defense is the truth, but I think the Bengals might give them a run for their money, man, and finally get one of these tough games. What's your thoughts?
No.
Right.
The Colts defense playing lights out, man. They pretty tough. And the Bengals, what they doing? Gonna run the ball?
You know why I say this is because of Damani's boy, Noodlewan.
That's all they're gonna do. They're gonna run the ball. Phillip Rivers, yeah, he is terrible. I guess you're right about that. But the defense still, I think the defense will get some crucial takeaways on the Bengals. The Bengals offense, they're not all that at all. Who I pick? I picked the Bengals. Okay, I'll change my mind then.
That's why I came.
I'm the only one picked the Bengals.
Hey, Joe Burrow ain't bad though, man. He ain't horrible for a rookie.
No, he's not. He's only gonna get better, man. But I still don't think. I think the Colts defense are gonna be up for the test today. Y'all
do know this game is in Indy, right?
Yeah, I know.
And you picked the Bengals?
Yeah, I did. I'm always the oddball.
Hey, Ben, before you move on, the rats in the back of the concession stands are more relevant in New York sports.
Damn.
It's terrible up there.
Wow.
Like, I'm sorry. It is horrible. I think y'all need Jesus, Moses, who else in the Bible to come down and help sports.
Well, they got the Yankees.
It's terrible. They lost.
Kev really hates Chicago teams, man.
It's over.
He the only one picked the Panthers. That's terrible,
they
Kev.
lost. Resurrect Biggie and do a new album. You gotta do something in New York, man, because sports ain't your thing right now. It's just not your thing.
It is terrible. Right now. It's terrible.
Hey, I would be remiss if I didn't remind y'all that I am leading
here we go.
Our NFL picks, man. My record is 58-19. Lefty is 57-20. PG 69 is 52-25. Sly Dog is 52-25. And bringing in the rear, our New York Giants fan, KDL, 50-27, 8 games back. Just wanted to put that out there for y'all.
My picks have been absolutely horrible. I'm as bad as my picks that you are in fantasy, man. But that's neither here nor there.
Well, I can tell you, you would win. You would be up 4 more games if you just start trying to bet with the home team. But no, you always pick against the home team. So therefore, your picks right there.
I'm gonna be right this week.
No, you won't. This is gonna be your 5th loss.
Hey, Kev. As long as you keep picking against us, we keep winning. So keep it up.
Go right ahead.
Keep it up, because I think you are a good luck charm.
Kev is in New York at heart. So he's down there. He's down there with New York.
He's just as irrelevant as the rest of them.
Go buy you some Timberlands and grow some dreads and put on a Carhartt jacket and start rocking.
I'm not gonna let none of y'all harmful words hurt me this week. I am still on the high. My team won the championship this week. I am still on the high. I don't care about nothing else. Y'all are not gonna hurt me this week. Carry on.
Can you see Kevin a Dawes Effects video dancing?
Hey, Kev, can I make a suggestion for you, bro? Can I make a suggestion for you, Kev?
What up?
You got Arizona ties, so why don't you just switch over to the Cards, man? Why don't you switch over to Arizona and leave them G-men alone?
No,
You got ties. You got ties in Zona, man.
I actually like the Cardinals. I was the first one that told y'all they was gonna be good this year. I was the first one to say it. I actually like the Cardinals, man. I like them.
We wouldn't hold it against you if you switch teams, man. We would probably actually applaud you.
Nah, I ain't gonna switch teams, man. What I do is I hang in there with my teams, man, good or bad. It takes years sometimes to win it, but I hang in there, baby.
Those are facts.
Yeah, those are big facts. We got about 5 minutes left in the show, man. So we've come to that time where you guys get your party shots, man, your words of wisdoms, and those punchlines. So, L Boogie, it's on you, man.
Well, for starters, just like everybody else said, vote, man. If this isn't one of the most important elections that we have right now, I highly encourage everybody to vote. It's important. We gotta get some new leadership in the office because the one that's in there right now is not doing a lot. So I encourage each and everybody to vote. If you know somebody that hasn't voted, make sure that they vote and register and all that other good stuff. We got to change it. Got to change.
Thank you, my brother, and we appreciate you coming on the show again. You know, we will have you back.
Always good to be here.
I'm looking through the comments, and one comment that I just got to put out there, and I'm gonna put this out there for Lucky Lefty, because what I'm hearing is someone lost to a 10-year-old in their NFL picks.
She in the same damn pool. How she gonna put that on?
No. She
We all lost.
I lost by points. He beat you outright. So
don't you tell
me about no 10-year-old.
We all lost. We all lost.
I lost to a 10-year-old. Yeah.
Hey, look, the crazy part about it is Nicole pushed you in front of the bus.
Threw me out there.
Threw you out there, buddy.
Good looking, Nicole.
Out there. Lost to a 10-year-old. Wow. Hey. Shout out to little Jaden, though, man. Good job, young fella. Good job, young fella.
Hey, good job, bro.
Great job, young fella.
Hey, what's that, y'all? Confidence pool?
No, we're it's just a pick'em pool.
It's a pick'em.
Anybody can get in.
And I just got in, so I'm finna. It's called the takeover. So I'm finna go ahead and Lil Jaden coming for you. Since you on top of the mountain right now, you ain't gonna beat up on my boys Lefty and KDL. I'm coming in to say.
Did you just threaten a 10-year-old on the internet?
Right, he did.
Are you facts?
Hey,
10-year-old.
Hey,
you coming for a 10-year-old?
Hey, Ivan, put it up there. Protect yourself at all times. Okay, what age you are?
He's 10 years old, fam.
Hey, he acting like Henry, like he finna just get a man a stiff arm.
Hey,
that's terrible,
I will stiff arm a 10-year-old. I'll stiff arm a 10-year-old in the grocery store.
That's terrible, man. What kind of example are you?
Not again.
Ben is the Nerf champ of the world.
Look.
He a murder kid.
Put me in that pickle, man. I want to get in there.
If it's one box of Cocoa Puff.
Rat-a-tat.
Come on, man.
PG, give me your last parting shots, man.
Hey, man, I just want to thank everybody that tuned in. I love this segment when we get on here with my boys and we just chop it up about sport. But to piggyback off what my man L Boogie just said, hey, get out there and vote, man. Early voting has already started. People in Chicago, early voting started, hit one of the early voting centers. As of Monday at 8:30, the South Suburbs will be able to early vote. Prairie State College. Get out there and early vote. Don't wait till the last minute. Get out there and vote now. We got to do a changing of the guard. It's very imperative for the United States of America to change it right now, man. That's it.
KDL 33, straight out of Harvey. Let's go.
I agree with my man PG. First of all, thank everybody for watching, tuning in, chiming in. Appreciate it every week. I agree with the panel. We have to get out and vote. You got to get the guy out of office that's spreading corona and lies all at the same time. You have to change America from this racist and this voting suppression and everything that's going on in America. It needs to be a change of guard because we're the laughing stock of the world. You can make a difference. Get out and vote. My impression, I thought early voting starts Monday. PG.
That's what I said. It started for the city. For the
it already started for the city.
It started
for the city. Okay, I got you. Okay. Well, everybody get out and vote, please.
Lefty.
Let me say, I agree with the panel. It's definitely important for us to get out and vote, but I want to go a little deeper real quick. This week, well, that's the last few days, people tried to kind of attack Ice Cube, and I'm a Cube fan. I just say don't fall for clickbait. That's very important with social media. Like, we're quick to make judgments. We'll see a title. They were out there, Cube supports Trump. Like, do your research before we start, throwing away our Friday DVDs and throwing away our death certificate CDs. Like, really look at it. He was trying to, Cube wanted to get a plan from both parties, that would, involve black people. So it was a good move. I don't know. I'm not going to blame anybody, but, it seemed like it was a kind of a ploy to make him like he was a Trump supporter, which I totally disagree with. This is the same man that made a song said F Trump. So I don't think he's going to turn around and be a Trump supporter. But please, people, when it comes to social media and all this, do your research before you start sharing stuff and spreading hate and all that nonsense, man. That's very important. We are horrible at that. We don't read. We put up anything we put up. We just read the title and start posting and sharing and making crazy comments. So that's my whole thing. But get out and vote. Thanks for the support, as usual.
Once again, we have come to the end of this ride. Hey, want to give a big up to my man Ivan, the rest of the people that's on the panel.
Best producer in the world.
Best.
Right.
Best producer, baby.
Boogie, thank you for coming in, man.
Congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers.
And LeBron James.
LeBron James.
We will be back with you guys next Saturday, 12 p.m. Central, giving you that sports news and the rest of this madness that go along, man. So until next week, man, put some smoke in the air with the SmokeFellas, and we'll see you next week, man.
Hey, man, where we watching that fight at, man?
That's a good question.
Good question, man.
Hey, my suggestion is we should do an old school drink week where we all have an old school drink on the show, whether it's Mad Dog, Manny Chevez, whatever.
Well,
and go in. It'll be the worst show ever, but it'll be the highest rated show.
If we do that, we already know Kevin always gonna have one of those old drinks.
Big Bell malt liquor, like all that stuff. That's an old school show.
Hey, man, we got to get together after the show and find out where we're going to watch this fight at, man.
Hey, matter of fact, the Halloween show next week, everybody should dress up.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Halloween show next week, everybody dress up.
The Joker going to be dressed up.
Hey, so you heard it here next week. Everybody is coming Halloween. Kev, gonna come in and drag.
I'm going to dress up as Sly. I'm going to have a white beard and a knee brace. and a regular shirt on.
All right, man. Thank y'all for watching, man. We are out of here.
Peace.
All right.